everyone and welcome back to Nightmare Gaming. My name is Anthony and welcome to day 5 of the 12 Scares of Christmas. We are just about halfway through. Nearly there. Next one of these will be just over halfway. So that'll be nice. But yeah, we're going to crack on with episode 3 of The Last Door Season 2. Yeah. Episode 3, let's go. We all know what happened. If you don't know what happened, you can go back and watch a video from a couple of days ago where I had to use a walkthrough because that episode was long. For 3 days, you must wait. Alone amongst these stones. Oh yeah, I got munched last episode, didn't I? Only then will you be ready. To complete your journey, Mr. Ashton. The Game Kitchen presents skippable intro cutscene. I think I can remember. It's terrible screech. But it was not that of an animal. It was that of an itchy nose. There was something human in it. A desperate cry for forgiveness. Sounds like someone had a smashing experience. What am I doing here? I have no idea what's going on. I am recording, right? Okay, yeah. They found me on the beach, unconscious. Clutching a piece of wood that had saved me from drowning. When at last I awoke, the letter was waiting on my table. And what letter was this? Deeble Wakefield, I am writing this in my last moments of lucidity. I have not received word from you since I regained consciousness, but I am confident that you will soon return with information that is crucial to our investigation. The bravery that you demonstrate in the face of these last discoverers is worthy of my most sincere admiration. I must now ask you yet more courage. Doctors are unable to determine the cause of my sudden illness, nor have they found a cure. I have not much time left. My greatest regret is that I must abandon you to these difficult tasks that lie ahead. I implore you to persevere, now that we are close to finding an answer. The professor's documents were filled with references to a place of dark legend, the Crone Maiden, an ancient sanctuary on the island of Ellis Moor. The exact location of the Corinthian has been lost, but the professor believes that its secrets may explain why his experiments might suggest results. You must find this place, my friend. I do not need to remind you to exercise the utmost discretion. I have complete trust in you. Oh, and I've got the sneezels again. Your friend, Jonathan Kaufman. Oh, Johann Kaufman. So Johann is dead, so I no longer have to do a silly accent. I was going to say silly German, but... I have no idea what accent that was. With Cuthman gone, I found myself lost. My life suddenly devoid of meaning. It was as though my friend had written a letter to a person who no longer existed. Weeks passed, maybe months. I did not count the time, but the day came when I realised there was no other option. To honour my friend's memory, I had to keep looking. I had to find Jeremiah Devitt. Wherever he was. I can see the island in the distance, Ellis Moor. I smell baking. Like, not bacon. Baking, as in baking a cake. Season 2, Episode 3, The Reunion. And here we are, the island of Ellis Moor. Thank you very much. Ellis Moor. According to Kaufman's letter, the legendary Crone Maiden can be found here. My God, I can smell it really strong. As Kaufman emphasised, I must exercise discretion. For all I know, the playwright is watching. Oh, I can talk to you. When will you be back? Tomorrow at first light, probably. I'll be delivering supplies in the mail. I will see you then. As you wish, Dr. Wakefield. Good evening. Visiting. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thanks, I guess. Okay, so I can go down there. Good evening. My name is Wakefield. I just arrived on the island. You ought to speak with Lord Donan, then. I beg your pardon? Lord Donan, you should see him. Excuse me? Ah, a visitor. Visitors are most welcome on Ellis Moor. Yes, they are. Okay, so that leads me to like a churchyard. Excuse me, are you Mr. Wakefield? I am. I have a message from Lord Donan. To our most recent visitor, Mr. Wakefield, it is customary on Ellis Moor to welcome strangers with hospitality. I should be honoured if you accept my invitation to come and join me. Okay. I'm going to assume... that takes me to the map. Ah, okay, that's all the same. That's fine. Door is locked. Gate leads to the graveyard. It's locked and closed. It's fine. So let's go the other way. This one over there. The door is locked. The windows are open and the light is on. Same thing. An abandoned wheel, a peculiar cog attached to it. Based on the cog's workmanship, it looked like it was part of a complex industrial mechanism, but someone has tried to fit it crudely onto that broken bicycle wheel. How on earth did it come to a village like this? Okay. So now I have to go back the other way and probably go see, what's his chops? Donan Manor. Well, Dr. Wakefield, you are here on holiday then? Yes, indeed, I have come to enjoy a rest somewhere far away from the stresses of city life. I see. Well, if it's distractions that you've come looking for, you've chosen the right time of year for it. These days we celebrate a very special tradition to our kin, something unique. We call it the Festival of Reunion. Fascinating. May I ask, what does it entail? According to tradition, for the next 3 nights, the spirits of reunion leave the confines of the other side and roam the hills of Ellis Moor. We wear costumes en masse so that spirits will not recognise us and make us their targets of their mischief. Certain rites take place too. But I should not bore you with the details. You shall have occasion to see it for yourself. An odd mosaic adorns the floor betwixt two snakes biting each other. An exotic blend of black tea. There are two engraved panels on the wall. They appear to be Asian, but I cannot decipher their meaning. A large statue of a person. It is so endured by the passage of time, it is difficult to tell any special detail. Eroded by the passage of time, sorry. Okay, so it's the same as the other. Alright. Engraved panels. Do these panels on the wall represent a classical theme? I cannot seem to place it. They are panels of the first king of Elis Mor. In the days of the Druids, we worshipped the great Lord Loch, and the kings did right by those beliefs. Snake mosaics? I cannot help but know... Well, I cannot help noticing this remarkable mosaic. It looks authentic. Yes, it is. Although some historians might disagree, we believe this manor was built atop an ancient Roman villa. In our traditions, the double serpent represents a sentinel that will protect us from the terrible threat hidden within itself. The statue is remarkable. May I ask what it represents? This is Lafor, a hero and high king of our myths. You seem to be knowledgeable about Elis Mor folklore. I should very much like to learn about the island's history in more detail. It is true we in Elis Mor cleave to the ancient traditions. We haven't lost touch like some of those on the mainland. But I am no expert. If you're really interested, you should talk to Miss Foster. Please forgive my indiscretion, but do you consider yourself a religious man, Dr. Wakefield? No, not really. I don't think he's that much of a religious man. No, I do not. You seem so certain. May I ask why? I'm a man of science, I guess. My only faith is the belief that all phenomena can be explained through rational inquiry. Everything else is mere superstition, a result of fear of the unknown. I see. Let's take a walk by the lake. From there we can see the beauty of the island as we talk and be better for it. The marsh in this valley is, for simpletons, a wellspring of frightful tales. The educated among us enjoy the tales as little more than distractions, knowing us safe from these visions. We know these stories to be nothing but superstition. But how can we be so sure that in the dense mist that emanates from the stagnant waters we may not find passages to other worlds? What if walls that drift from the reeds in the darkest of nights are the wails that drift from the reeds in the darkest of nights are songs of those of our worst nightmares? I don't know. Many of the gods that men worship for millennia now lie buried in the common grave of oblivion. In Elis Mor, we keep our traditions alive. Oh, they change, just as the times do. But they always keep their essence. They are in our roots, Doctor. I must now take my leave, as my presence is required to start the rites of reunion. Feel free to continue your walk on your own. The village can be found just beyond those hills. As I mentioned earlier, you may wish to speak with Miss Foster. She is something of a resident expert on Elis Mor's history. She can be found working late at the school, building right across from the quay. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Farewell, Dr. Wakefield. It's been a pleasure, Lord Donut. The water of the marsh is murky and dark. An old barrel lies stranded on the shore. The printed label is mineral oil. It is sealed. Excuse me. ... Hello, my name is Wakefield. Hi. What are you drawing on the ground? It's a symbol. It's not a drawing. Symbol? What does it mean? It's a final truth that will protect us from the marsh dwellers, but we're not allowed to say its name out loud. The marsh dwellers? Who are they? They're scary. My aunt Kathleen says they're really bad people. You never see them, but you'd hear them in the reeds, then try to take you in there with them. That's why we can't come here alone. We always have to take someone with us. I must go for now. Goodbye. And you're just not bothered, are you? A huge hole in front of me. An ominous, chilling draft issues from within that sends shivers down my spine and makes me very uneasy. To a superstitious mind, it might seem like a passage into another world. This place appears to be the remnants of an ancient temple to some unknown deity. Okay, and we've got nothing else to look at there. So here we'll have to come back later. A broken old fence. A broken old fence. Okay, village. Door is locked. Okay, so now we can go to the graveyard. A small mausoleum. The door has a small slot. I might be able to peer through it. There's somebody in there. Hello! Inside, the candle provides dim light. I can make out the statue of a hooded man. I can also hear someone whispering. No, I can't die yet. Not without knowledge. It is so terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods. How can we live only on faith? No, shut up. Knowledge is what I pursue, not faith nor assumptions. No, no man can face death believing there is nothing on the other side. Yes, yes, you are right. Now I understand. Okay, interesting. Man hides his face behind a fox mask. He murmurs something in unison with the others. A muted prayer I cannot quite make out. Bull mask. Wolf mask. Deer mask. Itchy nose mask. I believe they were burying mirrors in a hole in the ground. What a peculiar tradition. Okay, where's that gonna tap me? Good Lord. An empty doghouse. Nothing has slept in here for many years. A rowboat filled with stale water. Something is sticking out of the water. A worn out umbrella. It doesn't look like it will rain anytime soon, but there might be a purpose for it. Ah, okay, so now we're all the way back here. Right, so where the fuck are we going? I guess in here now then? A trash bin filled with papers. There's a drawing on one. It's a child's drawing. It seems to be a village, a lake, and some sort of creature. Looks like a dragon. The windows are open, letting a chilly draft inside. What's the... I'll talk to you in a minute, love. A paper with black circles painted on it. I can see that. There's some kind of worm screw inside. The remains of an insect besides it. Some useful drawings engraved on the desk. I will take the drive with me. It may prove useful. Okay. That's weird. A shelf of handmade books with unfamiliar titles. Most of them concern strange rites. Okay, and where does that go? Right, I think that's the first place. They'll dance around the burrow. Around the burrow they'll sing. It's cold inside as winter. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. Or else they'll put you in. Or else they'll put you in. Anyway, that's a weird poem on your board there. Good evening. To what do I owe the pleasure? I'm a busy woman, as you can see. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I've gone to Ellis Moor to rest for a while. Lord Donan said that I might find you here. Oh! Have you met Lord Donan? It's been a long while since I've seen him in the village. I hope he is well. Something in a weird language. Hi! So you have not seen Lord Donan lately? As far as I know, no one has seen him since... Well, it's been a few weeks. Now that the festival has started, maybe he'll be motivated to join us in the village. What happened? Oh, sure, it was truly terrible. Kieran, his only child, disappeared without a trace. He went off to play in the hills and just vanished. No one has seen him since. Good Lord. And you say he has not been found yet? How is that possible? We searched the island, but he was nowhere to be found. Tell me about Kieran, then. Just that he was a restless child that loved exploring deserted areas. You might learn more from his classmates. His desk was in the back corner. Oh, God. I didn't want to... I want you to tell me about the festival. What can you tell me about this curious festival? Well, it takes place in the constellation reunion is visible in the sky. One of those nights, dark things and the spirits ride the winds travel across the hills. As you may have already seen... At sunset, the villagers don mass. They do this so that spirits will not know them or carry them away to the depths of the underground caves. There was a group of mass people at the graveyard. Was that part of the festival? Yes, that was one of the first rites of the reunion, a very important one. As I said, people dress up to protect themselves from those that will come. But this is not enough. Since the mirrors they have looked into while changing know their identities, they bury them next to the old Fearnog. The roots of this tree grow in both worlds at the same time, so they keep the witness mirrors safe. Lord Donan said you were an expert on island folklore and also not shutting the fuck up. He said that, did he? Well, I wouldn't call myself an expert now, but I've lived here in Ellis Moor longer than most, and I've heard my fair share of stories about the other side and its people. Sorry about that, guys. I just got a phone call. Right, may I ask you a question, Miss Foster? Yes, of course. Do you know the meaning of the word it's a very unusual word, very much indeed. Sanctuary of the Crooked One. It is a cursed place, the dwelling of the devil. I recall it from the tales that I heard as a child. Of course, our elders only made up those tales to scare us and protect us from harm. Please tell me the story. There is a hole in the ground in the hills up north, not too far from the village. A hole so dark and deep, you'd not see the end. Folks around here believe there lies an old serpent in its depths, ravenous for flesh, the Crooked One. Long ago, our ancestors threw livestock into the pit in hope of placing the Crooked One's hunger. Though that tradition has not been practiced in some time, so perhaps it would be best if you did not approach the hole. It is said that the last of their heir, the Lancet One, defiled the Crooked One by approaching the room with an iron amulet in her hand. It is general knowledge that beings from the other side to test iron. So the cursing and shouting of the young Ladesons received no immediate answer. But a few nights later, the Lanesons' house was consumed by a horrific blaze, putting an end to the old family. Okay. I must leave now, it's been a pleasure. So what the fuck do I do now? The villagers are gone. Yes, they're all by the boat dude. The graveyard boat dude? A bottle is floating in the water. It's caught in seaweed, just out of reach. I think there is something inside. Can I use? Yes, I can. Look at that. Paper is rolled up inside the bottle. Gods remain silent as the fog settles. We may look to the king beyond the clouds, but find the queen with the fiery crown. What? Like, the problem is I seem to be getting, like, bits of story, but not getting the whole kit and caboodle. Oh, here we go. A man hides his face. Oh, that's still the deer mask, dude. Oh, in the middle of the graveyard stands an old elder tree. The locals are the locals call a Fernog. Many lanterns hang from it. I do not know for what purpose. The epitaph on this gravestone is written in Gaelic. The shadows cast by the lanterns only make the characters more mysterious. So where do I go? What do I do? Maybe the manor? This is different. This seems to be Athena, goddess of wisdom, war, and the arts. She's dressed in armor, seemingly ready for war. Statue appears to be old, could date back to ancient Rome. Manor seems to be dark and empty. The noise of the swing gently moved by the wind, the ending breaking the silence. It's a safety bicycle. I do not understand how they managed to keep balance with such small wheels. It looks quite new, but the chain is broken. I might find a way to fix the chain. No. The mill wheel. Something is preventing it from spinning. Kieran's playroom is written on the door in ambient letters. The door is locked. A strange mechanism runs the mill wheel. It seems to be lacking a small piece. Smaller and thinner, the screw. The water wheel is now working. The mechanism seems to work properly now. Does that mean I can get in? No. Oh! Wandering around time! Yay! Oh! I found this drawing at the school. Is it yours? No. Kieran painted that a long time ago. The drawing is Kieran's. There could be a clue here of his whereabouts. Is this the village? Yes. The Fernog tree in the graveyard. That tree gives me chills on these nights. The reunion. I got little lanterns on that look like evil eyes staring into you. Don't know, never seen these buildings before. What's this? Burrow Hill. Can't get too close. The crooked one sleeps at the bottom. That's the crooked one. Okay. Right, I guess we're going to the solitary house. Right, to the solitary house. A wicker statue sporting a pair of animal horns. Twigs look fresh. No, I didn't want to go in just yet. This must be the house the child was telling me about. Kieran was here just before his disappearance. A mailbox. The envelope is very old. It is stamped returned. There is a letter inside. My dear cousin, I am doing poorly. I would ask you not to call upon me here at Ellis Moor. Not now. Not ever again. Please keep grandmother's ring. I believe that she would have wanted you to have it. Yours faithfully, Brigadier. There is something else in the envelope. An iron ring. Nothing else here. Now we can go in. A metal trapdoor. It seems to lead to some sort of basement. Let's go to the basement then. I think this basement might have once housed a library. It looks like it was not burned as badly as the rest of the house. Even so, little here remains intact. A common carpenter's brace. A tool like this would be used for drilling holes in wood. This could be useful later. Sure, why not? Remains of books scotched by the fire. Many of the pages are ash and black and the text is illegible. The table has been upended. An ornate chest. It's inside, untouched by the fire. It was probably opened long after the inferno died down. There is a diary inside. It is signed Priest Lechand. Several pages towards the end are missing. Oh my God. Words cannot express the gratitude that I feel for Aunt Marie's bequest. May her dearest soul rest in peace. This house is just what I needed to still my nerves. Remarkable library hidden away. 7 magnificent tombs. Found a diary next to an R9 disc. Contents diaries were appalling. Damn place she speaks of. I investigate her family's crypt. Prudent wait until dusk. Abby was investigating chaos and the impossible. Dimly light shone through. Legacy legend. I can barely stand to believe. File put an end to this blasphemy. Cleanse off and prevent. Miss Lesser must have found something in the family's crypt. If only I could find out what it was. I may learn tomorrow. It tells me that I must act tonight or else it will be too late. It looks like some sort of makeshift bed. I might just look at the walkthrough, guys, because this is confusing me. Okay, let's pull it up. Head to the hills. Okay, so not to the Abbey. The wicked statue is burning. Who did this? Interesting. Okay, so it says brace on barrel and then bottle on barrel. Okay, head back to where those people first were. Drawing of some sort of spiked circle. Is it sun or something else? The child I spoke with earlier seems to have left his mask here. There's a ribbon hanging from it. Okay, the ribbon's flown away. Oh yeah, basically follow the ribbon. Oh, ribbon. Ribbon snatched by the wind. I can see the lighthouse in the distance. Right. Got the ribbon. Okay, get to the lighthouse now. Okay. Ghastly custom. The wicked man has the shape of a hangman. No one is answering. Strongly built lighthouse. It looks like it is in very good condition despite the thousands of storms that it must have had to withstand. Oh. Oh, okay. A wide copper pipe runs from the tower to the ground. It is covered with salt and seaweed. Sounded like it attracted someone's attention downstairs. I do not need to make any more noise. The lights are off. Okay, go in. Oh, I'll talk to you in a minute. A drip of water left unchecked is around the mantle and collected into a small pool. Few logs and cords of firewood. A small stove hardly manages to warm such a spacious room. A portrait of a bearded ship's captain done in oils. The varnish has darkened his features considerably. Alright, let's talk to Skippy Longstocking. Good evening. Would you happen to be the lighthouse keeper? My name is Whitfield, a stranger. And what would you want from me? I'm visiting the island. And since it's dark, you thought it to be abandoned? Well, it's not. Even though I can barely see a thing, this is my house. Why is the lamp not lit? Many years ago, the sea lanes were altered to avoid this coast. Now it's rare to see a ship. And there was a failure. Precisely one stormy afternoon, heard a strange noise. Clockwork mechanism stopped. The lamp was off. I hadn't seen a failure like it. I could not get the lighthouse working again. So it was an accident. Well, checking the lenses because the failure looked strange. I was all worried and all of a sudden the light must have turned on. I was blinded and can see nothing but fleeting shapes ever since. Shit. So nobody's fixed lamp since? No one in the village is interested. For them, the more isolated Isla Moor is, the better. They do not care about ships or accidents, especially Lord Donan. He sees anyone from the outside of the island as a threat. I see. Kieran's disappearance. Do you know anything about Lord Don's a tragedy? A strange one, but it's tragic nonetheless. What was so strange about it? A bit suspicious. It happened so close to a union. Too easy to keeping secrets buried during the festival. Being how everyone's afraid of leaving the village those nights. What do you mean? Folks are gullible. They'll do anything to protect themselves from the strange fears. Not eat corn nor drink cow. They'll drink gaze in their mirrors. And of course they'll avoid standing near the furlong for too long. Because those fiends cannot touch the tree. And they're attracted to the smell of its resin. Surely nonsense. Easy to prove wrong. Have you seen it? I did see a group of people. Nothing had happened if the mirrors went. I'm not sure what happened to the boy. The festival is nothing but a farce. May I go upstairs and see the light room? Yeah, go for it. Okay. I should like to... Yes, you already have my permission. Get the fuck out of my living room, you prick. However, I think something is missing. It could do with oiling as well. Chains are not part of the mechanism. Replaced it. Mechanism still too rusty to move. There's a little hole. Oil is leaving the machine. Won't work probably unless I fix it. Ribbon. Now I ignore the machine without worrying about it leaking. It's better life. Battery's flat. Okay. Head back to Donan Manor now. Oh wait, do you have anything to say? Cannot be. I never thought I did. The rhythm again. Marvelous sounds. Light's still out, I'm afraid. Have you got it charger? I could use a crank. Since I lost my sight, I lost track of the crank. Okay. I don't like this new map thing. I preferred the smaller map where there were little things in each bit. Okay, so if I do this and this. Okay. So that worked. And we go through here, we do this. Ties the thread bare. Chain rotates. Now, basically to fix if I do it. Maybe I'd put... Managed to charge the battery by touching. Okay. Right, now apparently we go back to the lighthouse. Rumor's statue has been thrown down and replaced with a wicker one. Interesting. Put the battery back, go to the village. Battery has enough charge to keep the lighthouse lit for a few hours. Lights working brightly again. The light will allow me to find the old abbey. Wigan Man has been set on fire too. Who keeps doing this? Don't know. throat gave away just as I passed. Right. Go to the village, head to the graveyard, dig up a mirror. Not too sure about this. Oh, okay. So dig up the mirror, enter the schoolhouse. What was that? Okay, then go back. The mirrors are completely shattered. Why would the masked man do this? Seems to be heading east. Now we can go in here. See, I never worked that one out. An ornate lever built into the wall. Jesus Christ! What the fuck was that? I swear, like, Tropico just did that to scare the shit out of me then. Walk to the stage, examine the mask. Oh, lovely! Stranger's mask lying on the floor. Something underneath the mask. An old iron disc, sprinkled with circles engraving it. I can hear something wandering in the dark. I can see a deformed shadow in there. I cannot get any closer. You know what, mate? I don't fucking blame you. Not long ago, I might have found these toys amusing, but now they fill me with dismay and vile opium hallucination. Yeah, let's just get the fuck out of here. Now this statue is burning too. Is someone following me? Probably. Okay, travel to the old abbey. A wicked statue stands like a silent god. The presence makes me as uncomfortable as I have trespassed on forbidden grounds. Okay. The light has revealed a mural painting on the stones, just as it did for Bringley nearly a century ago. Oh, the eyes. The mouth of the sentinel is wide open. Hidden entrance is now open. Noise? What was the noise? Let us go and discover the noise. Burning again. Okay. I'm going to assume that was the noise. Fuck was with the slamming door, man? Okay. Again, this is it. So just wander through here, apparently. Tunnels descend deep into the earth. Will I find the crypt at the bottom or something? Dear God, I'm reeling, Kaufman. My friend, your faith in me was misplaced. I will persevere. I will persevere. Some old pages lie haphazardly on the coffin lid. It is as though they had been dropped here from up a hill long ago. They bear faint notes written in a trembling hand. Down in this unholy burrow, in the feared something, our worst nightmares crawl and die, resting down here, dauntless, who dared enter a lair snake and the bird. Each of those men and women cross the path between. They walk through the mist to the other side, where the ultimate truth screams in terror. Then they return. They are my ancestors. Amongst their stones lie some ashes. Could that blasphemy, coffin, art marines be true? No, I shall not accept it. Engraven in this so badly eroded that name is barely visible. Marie Lisende. So you're going to find the little boy. No! Oh god. Seekers of truth will sacrifice their wisdom, so to open the way where the Firnog blooms. Your offspring we welcome, its hidden threat. The only way to light your sign will carry its purge. Hey buddies, how you doing? I just get the fuck out of here now. Hi. Hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi. Is that Devitt? Oh my god, it is. Holy fuck. The adventure continues in season finale. Holy shit, guys. That's answered a lot of things. Well, we found Devitt, and we've got two chapters left to go, but from what I understand, the last chapter is a mini-sode, so it doesn't really count. But you'll discover that in a couple of days. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this here. So, thank you everyone so much for watching day 5 of the 12 Ghosts of Christmas. I've been out here, Nightmare Gaming. Guys, always have a good day and a scary night. Bye-bye. And that's the end of the video, everyone. If you like what you saw, click that like button. If you'd like to see more, remember to subscribe. Check out my previous video on screen now, and with a bit of luck, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.